Coming, baby.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, enough of that. Cut it. I don't think anyone's gonna call after that. Okay, Ash, hey, come on, Ash. What is it?
This emergency broadcast system message has been sent on behalf of the government of the United States of America. Several countries in the southeast of Spanish-speaking America have fallen after the invasion of these unknown creatures with firearms that appeared on the continent of Europe 2 months ago. Mexico recommend to several residents of their country that they must be prepared to take these security measures and will try to contain the situation to prevent them from reaching American lands. The authorities claims that these unknown beings that came from Europe are potentially dangerous and present a public threat. Some South American countries have been affected by the invasion of these unknown beings. Several residents of the southeastern United States are recommended to take all these measures to stay safe. Close the borders, several airports. Stay tuned for new updates. Thank you for cooperating and listening to this message.
Hello, and welcome today, CMD News. A week ago, on June 12th, the strange creatures better known as Dalmatians man, they have just crossed Mexican territory. As a result of the invasion of the Dalmatians man, currently they have lost many states and are about to reach Baja California, about to endanger American lands. The United States government has closed its borders and airports to prevent the Dalmatians man from crossing the borders. Let's hope that the invasion of these threatening beings does not spread throughout the world. On the other hand, we have news about cases
The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. The invasion of the Dalmatian man, it expands faster in Mexican territory. Fatalities and damages numbers are increasing rapidly as the days go. We have received many reports that these creatures that started chaos from the United Kingdom on the continent of Europe, they have completely taken down more than 20 countries in South America, and Mexico could be next, since several nations around the world considered these creatures as a threat to humanity, and it is possible that the World War III could break out. The United States government and the Army, they launched a national alert about these creatures in these REs. New Mexico, Phoenix, California, Arizona, Texas, and Florida. Please follow these instructions to stay safe. Do not leave the house until the military arrives. Keep food and water reserved in case of an emergency. Secure windows and doors. If you live in a city that is a little far from the border that takes direct entry into Mexico, don't forget to follow all these safety measures to stay alive. Many flights to Mexico were canceled due to the massive invasion of these creatures better known as Dalmatian mans. Let's hope for more updates in the future. You better stay tuned. Thank you for cooperating and listening to this message. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. We want to remind all the residents of the country that the invasion of the Dalmatians man is very close to the border as far as Mexico. The situation in said country is in a very critical state. We also want to remind you that several nations in the world have confirmed that these attacks, which we have been warning you about for weeks, have been considered the event of the 101 Dalmatians Apocalypse, better known as the 101 Dalmatian Street invasion. Said catastrophic event was detected in the country of the United Kingdom, on the continent of Europe 9 months ago. We urge all residents to prepare for the arrival of this catastrophic invasion, and take the following measures. Seek nearby shelter if you are away from home. If you are at home, seal doors and windows to stay safe. The arrival of the 101 Dalmatian Street invasion is expected to be today or tomorrow, since the Dalmatians man represent a serious threat to humanity. The military has set up remote camps that remain far from the cities, as this will serve to avoid the risk of exposure. We also urge them to follow evacuation routes if they do not find any shelter nearby from the city. Finally, and most alarmingly, the Day of Judgment is very close. It is likely that this event, that is causing many catastrophic years, will unleash World War III, endangering humanity to its extinction. We will continue to provide new updates and news. For more information, do not forget to follow all these precautions to keep yourself and your families safe. Remember that all new information that comes to light will be given to you on news channels and emergency alert systems. Thank you for cooperating and listening to this message. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. The 101 Dalmatian Street invasion has arrived in the United States of America. They crossed the country's borders 1 hour ago. The number of damages and deaths are increasing critically. We urge all residents of these states, California, Arizona, New Mexico, Florida, Texas, and Phoenix, to seek shelter as soon as possible. Military personnel have built several bunkers for refugees in each city. However, most of all these areas were affected due to the massive attack by the Dalmatians men. That is, several cities in said states were affected. For now, we do not have much information about all these attacks, since they were very few. Remember, if you are in the states of the American country that we mentioned above, seek shelter as much as possible. Seal doors and windows. All military personnel will be on the way to assist you. Stay tuned for further updates on the situation to provide more information. Thank you for cooperating and listening to this message. Please stay safe.
This message is transmitted at the request of the United Nations. In recent times we have been receiving multiple reports about a massive attack, which originated from the continent of Europe. As a result, the city of London was the first city to fall into the British country. This all happened almost a year ago. Several reports claim that this was not a massive attack, but rather a global massive attack that is currently known as the 101 Dalmatian Street invasion, which are caused by huge numbers of strange creatures wandering the streets of each country like Dalmatians man. However, more than 84 countries were affected by this critical situation, causing the numbers of deaths and damages to increase faster. At the moment we are planning to create a weapon capable of neutralizing this threat and eliminating it. This weapon will be an exercise of highly trained soldiers capable of eliminating all these strange and dangerous creatures that roam the streets of each city in several countries. Several countries in the world are working on this, but it has not yet been officially announced. We recommend that the residents of each country, faced with this situation, continue to protect themselves in homes or shelters, To stay safe and secure from all the chaos, don't forget that leaving home can be completely dangerous as it will increase your risk of exposure. The new exercise that will neutralize this threat, it is not known when it will be announced, but here we will provide you with updates through television and radio signals. Thank you for listening to our message. This message is transmitted at the request of the United Nations. Several countries in the world have reached a much more hostile agreement. The planned objective, which was announced 2 days ago in June of this year, has been officially confirmed. The objective will be a protocol that consists of recruiting people and creating a new exercise that helps us eliminate these creatures, the Dalmatians Man. The protocol is named, the Anti-101 Dalmatian Street League. We urge residents of these countries to join this new exercise to help refugees in areas affected by this dangerous situation. The countries that will join this new exercise are these: United States, Ireland, Colombia, Mexico, Brazil, and United Kingdom. We urge thousands of residents of each country affected by the dangerous situation to follow the instructions. As always, help will soon be on the way to care for each refugee. It is expected that very high security bunkers and concentration camps will be installed, to stay safe and be alert for any threat from the same creatures roaming in each part. Let's wait for future updates in this situation, to provide new information on each television and radio station. Thank you for listening to our message. This message is transmitted at the request of the United Nations. It has just been reported that the first recruits who came from a small group were the first to complete the mission. Congratulations to the first recruits. However, it is worth clarifying that the fight against the Dalmatians Man has just begun, and it is expected that the war will begin at this time. For now we do not have a date for when all this will end. We also received more reports that the number of Dalmatians Man and the dangerous situation that is currently occurring in North America has increased to a huge number, but worse than 2 months ago. If you are in an affected area of each city, the new staff exercise is already underway to care for refugees. Remote high security camps have already been set up throughout the country. There is not much information about the current situation, but we will be giving you new information with future updates. Thank you for listening to our message. I wish you good luck.
As the manager of...
SpongeBob?
Hold the phone, folks. I'm getting an important news flash from Mr. Krabs. Go ahead, Mr. K. I'm making a complete what of myself?
That's jackass always a weasel.
The most embarrassing thing you've ever seen?
That's jackass.
And now it's worse because I'm repeating everything you...